Good morning, victims of the fury. I've written a poem that I've called One Thing Becomes Another. It's relatively straightforward, self-explanatory. The title, anyway. One Thing Becomes Another. So, here we go, and I'll probably see you at the end. He takes a sack of crumpled shirts, a puzzle and a gun. He leaves with wigs and miniskirts and Chuzzlewit just for fun. He's in a queue at Waitrose, transformed, an Amazon, all selfish hair and Dickens prose, prior signs of him all gone. The high street hums with laundries, wringing out their blood-stained cash, all shiny fronts and tawdry. There's puss behind the rash. From pedestals of entitlement, beflagged and microphoned, they profess their own enlightenment with eyes as cold as stone. A cross becomes a Hakenkreuz, a blessing, a salute. The masses in their halls rejoice, their march a stamping boot. One thing becomes another, it sheds alluring skin. Its prey too late discovers the reality within. And the pit is full of bodies, disguises stripped and gone. All hope of change our folly, they built their lives upon. One thing becomes another. I guess it's about how easy it is and how early on in our lives we can learn, if we're switched on enough, that we can reinvent ourselves. We can show ourselves, present ourselves as something we truly are not, and we can keep that secret underneath until such time as to our advantage we can use it. And it can be simple. It can be as simple as just presenting with beliefs we don't have. As simple as going to a charity shop, trading something in, coming out another person, a bit like Mr. Ben. See that? I've had multiple jobs through my life, and on occasion chosen to reinvent the way I present myself to advantage myself in the way of getting on in life. But underneath, you see, there's still the core of you. There's still the thing. There's still an essence of you, and there are so for other people looking in, there are warning signs. And I think maybe in society today, a lot of people, although there's much more information about warning signs, a lot of people are prone to ignore them and just excuse them because it suits them. Or there's some kind of fear because of social pressures about pointing at someone and going, that guy there, or that girl there, she's a nutter, she's a psychopath. She's going to do this, she's going to do that. Underneath that person, there's something wicked this way coming. And it's so easy to do that now. It seems so easy to present yourself as something else for your own advantage. And then when you get some kind of power, you can see it from the very bottom of things to the very top. And because it's at the very top, it bleeds down. And think, well, if it's all right for our leaders to behave that way, then we'll behave that way. And it's not a crime. It's not a crime to present as something you're not. Of course, there is an element of fraudulence in there that can become a legal issue, can't it? But it's just how things are used, and we've seen it. You know, there's within the text there's some clues as to the particular people I'm talking about. They can't help themselves; they give themselves away, and yet we still make excuses for them. As I say we, I don't mean me, because I don't. One thing becomes another. But then, in the end, everything's stripped bare. And we're all equal in the end. Death is the great equalizer. We all end up stripped or dressed in what other people think are the clothes we might like to have been dressed in, put in a box or sent up a chimney. And that's the end. So for all the futility of gaining power, it's all gone. I just think that, you know, maybe while we're alive, we call things what they truly are, and don't be afraid. But we've got ourselves in such a state in the world economies and in our national economy. We've got ourselves in such a state that we're just so reliant on these imposters, these charlatans who have presented us something else, and now we see them as what they truly are. And now we have to like them because they have the power. I say we have to like them. We don't. We could easily just have some integrity, couldn't we? Anyway, on and on. It's just a poem I've written before but with new words. Anyway, TTFN, be good and just be who you are. And if you see someone being fraudulent in order to gain power or gain some advantage, call it out. Or give them a little bit more rope and then call it out. Anyway, TTFN, be good. Enjoy the rugby this weekend. Be nice if England actually won something, wouldn't it? That'd be good. Anyway, I'm going to support Scotland because I think there's more of a chance of us actually doing something. Mind you, well, we'll see. That's rugby, innit? TTFN, take it easy.